Greetings and salutations, YouTube Wanderer. The Lost One Gaming here, and welcome back to We the Revolution and my courtroom, of course, my lovely, lovely courtroom. This is day 2, which I believe this will be, I think, our third case, because we had our son, and then we had, like, the innkeeper. So this will technically be our third case, if you want to consider the son a case. But we've got, today, the people of Paris commemorate Jacques I can't freaking goddang it, Simenou, mayor of Etampes. He was lynched by a furious mob for performing his duties to France. This march shall symbolize the unity of our society and the hope that the most violent stage of the revolution is past us. Let us make sure that no other loyal servant of France becomes a victim of such hatred ever again. From King Louis XIV. Alright, King Louis. Simenou was a good loyal officer. Those people, I can't say that word, lynched him for observing the law. Will you join me at the march? You know what? Let's see. You know what? I don't need to make anybody upset right now with my presence. I think I have more pressing matters to deal with. I have a courtroom to run. We're gonna say no. I'm not gonna be there. I'm more interested in the living, even though I do agree that Simenou's death was horrible. I wonder why the king has taken the trouble to show up. Louis XVI marching arm in arm with the people of Paris. That is unexpected. He knows he's losing power. He knows. Oh, the freaking speak of the devil. There he is. King Louis. All right, continue, please. I'm merely an observer. Do not change your habits for me. I mean, it's hard to say that when the freaking... It's hard for me to believe that when you're sitting right in front of me right now. I heard a thing or two about a young and ambitious judge of the tribunal. I guess you're speaking of me. Yes, I'm flattered. I don't know if you'll be saying that in, like, a couple minutes, though. I was curious whether he is guided by justice or by, entertainment, as some would say. I am guided by the law. That's what I'm guided by. I'm guided by the truth, and only the truth. News, neighborhood gossip. In this city, only the dead are free of addiction. What do you care if people idle gossip? Revolutionary endorsement -2. Reputation -2. God, my freaking reputation sucks. And I haven't even done anything terrible. Alright. Oh. Poor Papa. Is my tiger. Okay. Tigre. Pretty much is what... Okay. Thanks, son, for this lovely drawing. Can I get that out of the way? Alright, so I guess there's nothing else really for me to look at. At least my reputation, I guess it's not too bad. Because, I mean, the statue is still in somewhat of a good shape. Okay. So I need to get out of that. Let's see if I can... Can I get the frick... I can't see my X right now for some reason. I don't know why. Can I not leave? Can I... What is it? Can I not move the... Okay, yeah, I need to get that out of the way first. Okay. And then... There we go. Alright. So let's see. The note... God dang it, I just opened the same thing. That's not what I meant to... I need to open the case file. Compiled by Nathan God freaking dang it, these names. The defendant is Olivier Mughal, a 65-year-old master locksmith who is famed among Parisian burglars as an expert on unopenable locks. Last month, he was commissioned by the owners of a Parisian glassworks, Jean Roud, Louis Roux, and Ferdinand Salon, to construct locks for ornate chests for valuables, presumably as gifts for their wives. The craftsman praised his latest creation as thief-proof. Shortly following their completion, the industrialist houses were hit by a series of burglaries committed by a recent newcomer to Paris, Hector Vian. The thief from Orleans, was caught in the act and shot by Ferdinand Salon. So great. One of our freaking people is dead, so that doesn't freaking help at this point. An expensive Turgot map of Paris, with the houses of the recently robbed industrialists marked on it, was found on the deceased. Surprisingly, Salon had given Mughal an identical map as advance payment. This deposit was in addition to agreed remuneration from all the employers. Alright, we got a second page as well. What is on the second page? Further investigating information came from the owner of the Ginger Margot Inn. She recalled that on the night preceding the burglary, the locksmith met there with a man she didn't recognize. Based on her description, we were able to identify him as the aforementioned Hector Vian. The man allegedly engaged in an evening of drinking sponsored by Mughal. Map of Paris was found on Hector Vian. So this is interesting. That one already kind of... I don't know how this one's going to go. Alright. Robbing the burgess is no crime. Alright, so let's see. Hold on. The revolutionaries... Let's see. Am I looking at this right? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I was trying to check something else, sir. God dang it. I've already just skipped past the dialogue. Alright, we might as well just keep going. Sound like the names of my debtors. Debtors? They're the victims of the activities you conducted. You mean locksmithing? No, that's not what I mean. Alright, so the revolutionaries, I was right, expect him to go to prison. And the common folk want him to be acquitted. We'll see if they say that after we unlock our questioning here. which, why can't I? Okay, there we go. So let's see. Course of events, map of Paris, drunken evening, marks on the map, famous thief. Series of burglaries would probably be course of events, right? Indeed. So that's one question down. Lock construction, offender's personality. Master locksmith would be offender's personality, right? Yep, there we go. So that's another one down. We've got 6 questions to reveal and 3 possible mistakes. Apparently there's no traps, at least, I guess. Drunken evening, marks on the map would probably be evidence. Yes. Famous thief, extenuating circumstances, evidence, extenuating circumstances. Nope, apparently not. Okay. Lock construction, evidence, right? No, god dang it, I am messing this all up. Map of Paris. I'm not going to get any of these questions. I'm not going to be able to fully question this guy because I can't freaking find out what I need to do with this. Map of Paris. Course of events. I'm going to say evidence, of course, obviously. Okay, that one we got. We got 3 more. Lock construction. Course of events. We already tried extraordinary circumstances, didn't we? So it'd have to be course of events. Okay, so there we go. Famous thief. We've got between course of events and evidence. Probably course of events. Okay, so we got that one down. Master locksmith. Course of events or extenuating circumstances. Oh, boy. Master locksmith. Course of events. No, okay, it's not. Okay, so it's got to be extenuating circumstances. Okay, so this one would have to be course of events. We still managed to somehow do this. Alright, we got all of our questions unlocked. You're commissioned by the victims to make chest locks, were you, Mr. I've forgotten your name, Mr. Mughal, I think it was. Who installed them? It was me, naturally, and all in agreement with the contract. My job was to prepare and install the locks, and the employer was only to come and see whether the work was completed and pay, of course. Alright, was the installation carried out in your workshop? No, on site, at the client's property. None of those idlers bothered to deliver the trunks to my workshop, so I had to strain my old legs. Does that mean that you knew the addresses of the victims? Alright, how else would I get there? Blindfolded and on a wagon? Alright, so he knows the addresses, which means it's possible that he could have done the map. Alright, we're going to ask him about the map now, so let's see. Do you recognize this map, Mr. Mugler? No, I don't recall. Why am I acting like the freaking attorney? Is there no attorneys in this? Why do I have to do all this? I don't recall ever seeing it before. He says, Ferdinand Salon claims that he gave you this map as advance payment for your services. He claims what? That wicked wretch of a second-rate merchant. He gave me a scrap of paper as payment for making 3 locks, and says it's supposed to be worth more than the 3,000 francs he owes me. Good lord, 3,000 francs. I don't know if that's a lot. I'm assuming it's a lot. And honest labor is being judged while frauds remain at large. Silence. Silence, people in the court. I can't see your faces, so I can't call you out specifically. So this map does belong to you. It doesn't. Okay, we're not getting anywhere with this, are we? So where's the map that you received from Citizen Salon? I lost it, but it wasn't worth a loaf of bread, so I surely won't shed a tear, but if you have it, maybe you stole it from me. You'd better make a note that Olivier Mugler demands remuneration from Rue and Salon. Alright, so the thing is, though, is he just kind of threatened that, right? He was like, I want money. Like, he demands it. So let's see. Mr. Vian, did you know him before? First time I've heard that name. Sure it is. Sure it is. This is interesting. As you were seen draining several bottles of wine together at the Ginger Margot Inn. Yes. Why don't we have that person? Can we not talk to her? The lady that saw him? No, but the question is, why are you denying it now? Was your drinking spree just deception for discussing the burglary? Nobody I had a drink with introduced themselves as Hector. I didn't plan any heist with Hector, Victor, or Hugo. I'm a locksmith and I earn good money from it. Burglaries are for vagrants. You just said you didn't get paid for any of this, though, so technically you're not really earning any good money. Anyway, alright. So, were you the one who marked the addresses? He doesn't recognize the map, so I really don't think this is going to help. But let's see. I didn't mark anything. Houses of your clients are marked on the map. I don't know who marked them. Maybe you should ask the person who found the map. I can't. He's freaking dead. Maybe the court made the marks and has no memory of doing so. Look, okay, stop trying to be freaking funny right now. Do you not think that there are too many coincidences? There are a lot of coincidences in this. This is what's making it tough. You obtain the map but lose it. Then it's found on a thief who has robbed your clients who's also dead. So, you know, this is weird. I know nothing of coincidences. I only make locks. Okay, sure. Now the jury is recommending jail. Alright, how much did you charge for your services? All right, let's see. 3,000 francs. That's a lot. Tidy sum, that is, exactly. If you are a master locksmith, you charge that much too. I don't know if I would. That is quite a substantial fee, indeed. That's how much it costs to have high-quality locks made by a master with nearly 50 years of experience. And those people never paid me a single franc. The victims did not pay you the agreed amount. Not a franc. I'd beat the money right out of them, but I'm too old for that. See, this is where it's starting to get a little weird, because he's also threatening to do things, and he also would have a motive for them to get robbed because of the fact that he didn't get paid. So he's got a motive, but he doesn't know anything about the map. So it's like, is he lying to me right now? I can't decide, but I guess it's not really my job to decide. So the jury's now recommending acquittal again. Did you give Hector Vion the map? Did you give it to him? I gave nothing to Achilles, Hector, or any other Greek. Really? Sir, I'm going to need you to stop trying to be funny with me right now. Call in the witness, Citizen Jane Rude. Yes, this is... well, that's not the person I really wanted to talk to, but I guess... Jane Rude in the flesh. You will not speak unless called upon. No one needed to know your name right now. I didn't tell you to say anything. Naturally, of course. What went missing in the burglary, Mr. Rude? My house was the first one to be robbed, and in most cases it was mostly valuables. At Rude's house, he would not say it himself, and I do not want to go to prison. It was the letters he exchanged over the years with King Louis, who's sitting over in the corner twiddling his feet. I just noticed that. I didn't even notice his feet were moving over there until now. Alright. A monarchist, alright. Sullen didn't lose a thing. He shot the vermin in the act. That is what he said. What happened to the items he had stolen? That still remains unknown. According to Salon, Hector had nothing with him. Ferdinand suspects he had hidden the other valuables somewhere. He hid the other items before robbing the last house? Strange. I mean, would you really carry around all the stuff that you've already stole to another house? That wouldn't really make sense. Because, I mean, if you get caught, you lose everything. At least, I mean, if you get caught, you're gonna lose everything. Anyway, I guess, even if you hid it somewhere, you look upset. What are you afraid of? Advance payment in the form of a map, disappearance, and a lack of payment for services. Let's see. Advance payment, a suspicious one too. I do not. What are you mumbling? If I say something, will I be free? Speak. Yes, he knows something. Exactly. Tell me what you know. Please testify what you know immediately. The map was Salon's idea. He told the thief about the advance payment we gave to the locksmith to propose that Hector steal it. Alright. And he did. Indeed. But then he robbed us. Later we were forced by Salon not to pay the locksmith because he sent the thief after us, and that's when it all went down the drain. That's the Burgese for you. He fooled them all in one fell swoop. Sounds like Citizen Salon had everything planned. However, there is no evidence to support the claim. Perhaps it is Citizen Rude that is plotting against his partner and wants to frame him. And Vienne is dead, so he will not be able to shed any light on any of this. But the thing is he just said, I mean, why would he testify to pretty much, why would he have a reason to testify against a guy that he thinks robbed him? Unless, he didn't. So, I mean, I don't think the locksmith really has anything to do with it then at this point. I mean, because if he was afraid of the locksmith, he would testify against him and say, like, I don't, he's guilty, since I didn't pay him and I don't want him to come after me. Anyway, but if I was younger, I'd give that Salon a drubbing. That pig, that good-for-nothing lying piece of crap. Please restrain yourself. The testimony of a witness is still not evidence neither of Citizen Salon's guilt nor of your innocence. But then again, I don't have a choice but to believe him. The jury believes him. Rumor has it you're one of the best locksmiths in Paris. I should deny it for modesty's sake, but I will not. That cannot be true, though, as a random thief from Orleans was easily able to open your locks. Well, then he must be one of the best thieves in Orleans. Let's be serious, Monsieur le Judge. Every lock can be picked with the right talents, even my locks. I'm going to need you to make some better locks still. Did you tell Hector Vion how to open it? Did you, possibly? I understand what you're implying, but consider this. If he sold the secret of my locks, then my business would be over. Word spreads fast among thieves. That is true, That is true. At this point, I don't think I have a choice but to go with the jury's opinion, which is acquittal, because there wasn't enough, there was a lot of stuff that was coincidental that made it seem like he's probably got a reason to do this. But at the same time, the other guy just testified, although it's technically not evidence. He kind of said that it was somebody else's idea. The guy has no idea about the map, so it's like, he could be lying to me, he could not be. I mean, but he's like 60, what, 70 years old. I'm gonna go with acquittal. I mean, the jury is gonna get upset with me if I don't go with theirs. And I don't, like I said, I can't really say that he's guilty because I don't have enough evidence to say that he personally did this whole plan. I got nothing. I can't ask the guy that did it because he's dead. So I don't have anything to go on. So my verdict, is that the defendant shall be acquitted. Yes, I find the defendant not guilty. That's going to lower me with the revolutionaries, but you know what? It's going to increase my relationship with the common folk, so I'm willing to accept it and sign my signature. Yes. I wish my name that I actually picked at the beginning would work, but I guess it doesn't. But alright. The verdict for citizen Olivier Mughal is not guilty. Lead the defendant away. Bravo, Mughal. Away with the burgess. To be honest, this does bear the marks of social justice. They would not pay him, so he had them robbed. There is balance here. I mean, social justice. Are you saying that I did the right thing or the wrong thing? What exactly are you saying here? I don't know what you're saying to me. I can't tell. Alright, so +5 with the common folk, -6 with the revolutionaries. Alright, you guys are free to go. I don't know why you're still sitting here. King Louis still over there. He's probably half asleep right now. Alright, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. See you guys later. It's time for another evening with the oh, nope. Look, an authentic map by Turgot. It would be a pity if it rotted in a safe deposit box. We cannot do that. These are court deposits. Well, Mathilde did tell me long ago to take care of my study at home. There you go. I know someone who can remove those marks without damaging the map. Alright. Why was King Louis still there and he didn't say anything? He was just sitting there still. Oh, wait. Is he going to say something now?
King Louis XVI. There were people who truly loved him. He reminded the French they had noble ancestors. Do not be manipulated by people who are not bearing the burden of responsibility. This saddened me. Someone had advised him to say that. Someone who was well aware of the cold, inevitable wind of change. I did not pity the king, but those who will come after him, as they will not have great ancestors.
Why am I pitying the king? Well, he said I don't pity the king. He says I pity the people that come after him. I guess. Is he saying come after him as in like the next person to lead, or like come after him as in people that want to see him dead? Not exactly sure. I'm assuming it's gonna be. Well, I can't really tell. Anyway, one of us. Will such solemn demonstrations change anything? Next time a desperate soul decides to stone a public official for observing the law, will they remember their presence at this march? Will a starving man feed himself on the memories of Jacques Guillemot Simonio, mayor of Atampes? I would rather not be nearby to witness that. Yeah, I stayed in. I didn't freaking look at it. I looked at it from my window, apparently, and just was like, yeah, no. Common folk endorsement, I got +1. Revolutionaries hate me. I might have to make a decision on behalf of the revolutionaries just because at this point. Alright, my son is here. His son is rather good with the viola. He's both talented and enthusiastic. He's just sitting down there staring at us right now, though. Alright. I would prefer he was enthusiastic about the law books that I gave him. Yes. Maybe his destiny is to become an artist, not a lawyer. Mother likes to hear me playing, and there's nothing more boring than law. Sure? You sure that the viola isn't boring? Alright, anyway. C. He would rather let his career rely on the humors of people. There are many ways to rescue France. Believe me, our country desperately needs something to ennoble it. The power is in the hands of simple, illiterate people. Let him rescue their souls with music. That is better than pouring laws in closets. See what you're doing? You're spoiling my child. Yeah, you and your freaking pipe. Alright? I do not have my own children to spoil, so I'm focusing on yours. Okay. Speaking of which... oh, no. Alright, what was that part? Alright, so let's see. We got another opportunity here. Open night at theater. I need a better relationship with the revolutionaries, so I need to be on Bernard's good side. So let's see. If reading together, let's see. The red is going to indicate who, let's see. Is it going to indicate who's going to drop if I do this? I'm not exactly sure. We're going to try it anyway. I just want to see what's going to happen. So, reading together. All right. I guess let's see what ends up happening. I just want to read. All right. So, yeah, I guess yeah, that was it. So it told me frick, I just messed that up. I needed his support for the revolutionaries. I'm going to have to do something to I'm going to have to go like to open night at the theater for him. Act 1, Liberty, Day 3. Yes, Day 3. But that will be for another episode.